fucking train tracks, you know.
Yeah, so did Eggsy.
I know. Eggsy.
But he didn't kill a fucking dog.
Yeah. He said that was too much, man. It was too much for him.
I knew you weren't Kingsman material.
I did like how he named his dog after Jack Bauer, though. Thought that was great.
Man, that was it's crazy because there's a point in the film where Eggsy kind of brings up, you know, like I'm not a charity case, and like he brings up the fact that he's not from you know, any wealthy family or you know, a family of stature or anything like that, and Colin Firth's character ends up saying, you know, it doesn't really matter where you come from or who your family is. You know, it's your character and what that's all about. A Kingsman, basically. And then when Eggsy can't pull the trigger on his gun on his dog, and that's when you get can't remember the actor's name, but he says, you know, like you kind of feel like he had it out for him since the beginning because he was not from some, like, you know, a noble family or someone of wealth.
Are you talking about Arthur?
Arthur, yes, yeah. And he's like, I knew you have it in you.
He even told Colin Firth's character, let's not do another one of your experiments again. Yeah, trying to bring someone up. So I guess, I mean, that's something that's probably still big over there. So people from different classes going up. Yeah, no,
yeah. Because in the beginning, when Eggsy goes into the when he first gets introduced to all the other candidates, they're all asking him what you know, college he's from, or school, whatever it is, whatever they call them over there, universities.
Yeah,
but Eggsy is I think he dropped out, so he is a smart guy, and I feel like they play off that. But he has this, you know, he's this kind of typical trope character.
Product of your environment.
Yeah, where he's like, oh, I have a chip on my shoulder because my fucking, you know, I lost my dad, and my mom married this asshole who's abusive or whatever, you know what I mean? And interesting enough, the shitty stepdad is the villain from Green Street Hooligans, and that guy's he's so good. But yeah,
but that trope works. I mean, it worked for Creed.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying I there's no doubt in my mind that was intentional. I'm just saying that it's there. I'm not saying I wasn't trying to thrash it or anything. I feel like that was put there on purpose, but it works.
Yeah, I think it's a solid film story wise. It's what I still can't get the fact. Like, I remember watching the King's Speech, and then, like, a couple years later, he's this fucking badass spy. Like, the stuttering fool who has to wear headphones to talk right is now killing everyone in the church. Like, it's just fantastic. I think for Colin Firth to do that, I'm sure he loved the opportunity to jump at this, and I thought it was great.
When he tells that lady, he's like, "Hail Satan! I'm a Catholic whore."
Hail Satan!
I'm a Catholic whore living in sin with my black boyfriend or something like that.
My black Jewish boyfriend.
Yeah.
Living having sex together out of wedlock. And he said his boyfriend is he works in an abortion clinic.
Yes.
He's like, so Hail Satan, have a good day. I died when I saw that. Oh my god! It's like, whoa.
I might have to use that for either an intro or an outro. That'd be awesome. Just that little sound.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Outro, he's doing it when he's leaving. Outro, perfect.
That'd be so perfect. Have a good day.
Yeah, it's, to me, like, I wish Vaughn does more of those action sequences. Like, watching this behind the features on that church scene is awesome. It really, I just love it. It's so intense with the music.
Oh, the music fits
and just the camera movement.
It's so intense. The reactions, because you're Eggsy and Merlin are watching it through his glasses. Yeah, the secret spy glasses. But it's funny seeing their reactions too. Like, oh my god, what the hell? Like what's going on? Are you doing? Yeah. It was really cool seeing that.
Yeah.
Not to.
So would you say that's probably your favorite scene, then, right?
Yes. No, I like the anal scene. Yeah, no, that's my favorite scene. Yeah, the church scene.
Oh man, yeah, I have to say that's probably. I mean, that's the thing that you would probably remember the most from this, aside from the anal scene. No, I have to say this, yeah. Or even the bar scene in the beginning when he's trying to explain to him,
damn, you stole mine.
No, I was thinking that too.
That's all right. It's all right.
I was thinking that scene too. The only reason I would argue against that one is like I remember seeing that in the preview a lot.
Yeah.
So it kind of took the shock of like, oh shit, look how badass this is, out. And then when I saw this, the complete horror show of the church was like, oh damn. It reminded me of Kick-Ass, and I just don't know why I didn't put two and two together at the
time. Chris, have you seen The Guest?
Is that the one with
Dan Stevens?
What's the dude from Downton Abbey and Legion?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes. No, it's on my list though.
Oh, okay.
Such a good movie.
I think this came out around the same time, and interestingly enough, they do have a similar scene where they walk into him, and he's like basically a family friend, and he takes the family's son or whatever to a bar when the son's only in high school, and then all the bullies from the son's high school or whatever end up being in the bar, and Dan Stevens just kicks the shit out of him because he's like, he already knows that they're the bullies or whatever, and he tries to be nice and buy them a drink knowing what they're gonna do, and they like pour the drink on him and shit or whatever, and he just annihilates them. But it plays out the exact same way as this, but that's also a very good movie. You should check it out.
Check it out. I do like Dan Stevens. He plays an awesome Legion.
Yeah, Legion's is great.
Yeah, it gave me a headache the first season.
Oh yeah, because you're just like going slowly crazy with them.
Confused. Yeah, that was the genius part of it. Church scene. I mean, that's when I have to go to church on Sunday. That's the scene I watch. I do that, and then I watch an episode of Touched by an Angel.
There you go. A little bit of both.
Yeah.
How about when Valentine fucking guns down Agent Hart outside? Like he goes outside having survived that entire thing.
Oh my god, yeah.
And he shoots him, and he wants to throw up.
He's like, oh my gosh. He's like, it feels good, right? He's like, no, it's horrible.
No. Yeah, that was great. The way she talked to him and coached him. That was great.
Oh man,
I love shocked too that they shot
a little speech when he's like, "Here's the part where where what you said, Chris. I go from my maniacal plan, and you figure out a way how to stop me." He's like, "Well, this ain't that movie.
This ain't that kind of movie, bruv."
Yeah. That's such a good movie. That was such a good scene.
Because I was like, "Oh crap, they're actually." When he goes. Because I've always had a thing for the scenes where the good guy and the villain sit down and just talk, and they both know who they are. So when he went to Valentine's, and he knew that Valentine knew who he was at that point, and vice versa, and then they have a Big Mac, and they start talking in code. That was great.
When she lifts up the dinner tray, and it's just McDonald's.
Yeah, best product placement ever.
Oh man,
I'll have a Big Mac.
Yeah.
I mean, this movie is bonkers crazy with its gadgets and everything like that. But then I'm gonna talk about the second one for a second. But you don't think they can go anymore. But the second one amps it up 100 times more. It's like, oh yeah, he's not really dead. He just got shot in the head and he put some goo over his face, and he's fine now. But
another great villain with Julianne Moore.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Definitely.
So,
man, but I love this movie. I definitely, I can never really get tired of watching it. I feel like it's the humor in it is so great. Spy, that spy world that they're in. It's almost James Bond type of world, but it's crazy. It's more. It's a different level of James Bond. It's not so serious. I think that's why I like it so much. I love James Bond. I love James Bond, but this is a different type. So it's cool to kind of get a refreshing version of that.
Yeah, I like how they even said they're a private security firm.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not tied with any country. We're private. So that was awesome.
Something we didn't talk about is that that incredible scene where the water's rising in the bunk area.
Yeah.
It was like a training session to see like how they're going to react.
Oh yeah.
Just the way that was shot was pretty impressive. I'm sure that was complicated to do. For sure.
Yeah. That was a good scene. And they start off right away in training, like, holy shit. No, okay. That was great. But the parachute scene, where one of them doesn't have a parachute packed, and he comes down and he's like, what, I'm expendable? And this is the way Mark Strong goes, no, that's not how I do it. If you have a problem, you come up to me and you whisper it in my ear. That's the way he fucking said it. Like, yeah. I wish I was a boss or someone's yelling at me, so I could just yell like this very calmly, and like then you whisper it into my ear. Fucking loved it. Fucking loved it.
I could see Chris saying that to somebody, like straight up as being in that power position. He would totally do that. Like, you have a problem.
With me. You come up to me and you whisper it into my ear. It was great.
And then he pulls to shoot because he had to shoot the whole time.
See, for them, like, you should have known there was a blank in the gun. Every spy movie, a gun's always lighter when there's a blank in it. They always say, I can tell the gun's lighter. So, movie logic, you should have known.
Unless you're on the set of The Crow.
Well, no, it's in the movie, not being an actor.
Oh, man.
Yeah. What a low blow. Or a high blow. All over blow, I guess.
Oh, man. That was a good one, Wes. That was good.
The Lee family thanks you, Wes.
Oh, man. They unsubscribed.
Yeah. And you know the daughter is very upset.
We're going to get a letter from her.
Oh, also, I wanted to tell you, Chris, because I thought this was really cool. I think James already knows, but Mark Strong's trainer actually checked out the because we did Sunshine a few weeks ago or months ago. I can't remember how long it's been.
Yeah,
but
I saw that.
Yeah,
I like that movie too.
Mark Strong's trainer reached out and he listened, and he was he commented on one of our posts for the film saying that they trained really hard and they were glad that we enjoyed the film as much as we did. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. The episode I'm not on's getting recognized.
Oh, man.
No, that's really neat. Mark Strong's awesome. He's my Sinestro, man. He's a perfect Sinestro.
Oh, he is.
Just shame that we're not going to see that again. But, I fucking... What else was he in that just recently? Oh, another spy thriller that he's in, the Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Another underrated spy movie because it's extremely slow but extremely good. He's great in.
Tom Hardy's in that one as well, right? And Gary Oldman?
Tom Hardy, Benedict Cumberbatch. The giant cast. Very good. It's like legit spy theory stuff.
That's isn't that streaming somewhere right now? I think I saw it. I'm streaming.
It might be somewhere, but it's a slow movie. So if you have time and patience, well worth it. That's one that if you see in the theater, you'll enjoy more because there's no distractions.
Yeah. Just like kind of like Dunkirk, you have to be. It's probably better in the theater.
I fucking love Dunkirk. I almost watched it. That movie makes me cry like super hard at the end every fucking time. Okay, I'll elaborate since you guys are waiting for it. It's when they're like in the train and they just feel like failures because they retreated and they're not looking up and everyone's just being super supportive of them. Like, welcome back, you guys came home, blah blah, give them stuff, and then they just like are in shock and awe. I don't know why. I lose it. Cry like a bitch because Harry Styles made it.
It's a good movie. Underrated Nolan film, I think.
And it feels like it's longer than what it is, but it's a pretty short movie.
For him, yeah.
Yeah, for him. Yeah, it's like a normal hour and a half, I think, right? Mm-hmm. Something like that.
Mm-hmm. But I think it's because
like 3 hours, though.
the way that it's, you know,